Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Students, you could relax a little bit. We're about to begin. Our minister and our dignitaries will now enter, and then we will begin. Good evening, everyone. Please stand as we led in the national anthem by Shania Diligence of the S.C. McPherson Junior High School. To the rising sun, march on to glory, your bright banners waving high. See how the world marks the man of your bearing. Pledge to excel through love and unity, pressing onwards, march together to the common loftier goal, steady sunward, though the weather hides the wide and treasure shore. Lift up your head to the rising sun, Bahamas, children, peace unto your God. March on. Thank you, Shania. Please remain standing as we led in the invocation by Dr. Charmaine Miller.
Let us bow our heads in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening with grateful hearts, seeking your blessing on this special occasion. We thank you for the opportunity to gather together to celebrate the achievements and efforts of these remarkable students who have shared their wisdom and values through their Laws of Life essays and videos. We ask for your blessings on the finalists whose words have inspired and uplifted us all. May their stories continue to be a source of light and guidance for others. We also extend our gratitude, Father, to the judges, markers, committee members, and indeed the foundation, the Templeton Laws of Life Foundation, the Templeton Foundation, Father, and the Laws of Life Committee for their dedication, their time, and their wisdom in this important endeavor. Bless them for their hard work and commitment, Father. And may this evening be filled with joy, inspiration, and a deep sense of connection as we honor those who have contributed to this event. Guide us with your wisdom and grace as we celebrate the power of words to shape our lives and our communities. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
You may be seated. Coming now to officially welcome you is one of our finalists, Elizabeth Gibson of Temple Christian Elementary School. Welcome her, please.
One, two, three, take off! Welcome to Flight 242, Riders Airways, where we are set to experience a world-class flight to remember. Buckle up for safety, because it is going to be a rider's paradise, honoring the canvases of the written page. Our flag carrier, the Bahamas Laws of Life, is hosting this spectacular event, recognizing finalists from across the nation. We extend a special welcome to you, our first-class VIPs, the Honorable Glennis Hannah Martin, Minister of Education and Technical and Vocational Training, Permanent Secretary, Mrs. Lorraine Brewster, Director of Education, Mrs. Dominique McCartney Russell, Senior Ministry and Department of Education Executives, President of the Templeton World Charity Foundation, Miss Tina Cambridge, Templeton World Charity Foundation staff, Dr. Simon Stevens, Technical Consultant, Pastor Lila Bethel, principals and teachers of participating schools, Laws of Life Committee members, judges and markers, past and present, distinguished finalists of the 2024 Laws of Life Essay Competition, family, friends, well-wishers, and the virtual audience viewing this live event. You are officially welcomed to the 2024 Laws of Life Essay Competition Ceremony. This is the flight for you. Prepare to be amazed. Are you excited? Are you ready to hear the grand announcements of the winners? Well, the wait is over, and the anticipation will keep us on the edge of our seats. Sit back. Enjoy the ceremony's events, celebrating the finalists and their accomplishments. Fill your hearts with joy and jubilance, cheering our extraordinary riders in the primary, junior, senior, college, and video division. In Chinese, we say Hang Ying. In German, we say Willkommen. In French, we say Bienvenue. In Spanish, we say Bienvenido. And in English, we say welcome, welcome, welcome.
Come on, you can do better than that. You've been officially welcomed. Excellent job, Elizabeth. You heard Elizabeth mention a name, Simon Stevens. Simon is what we call our technical guru. Many of you who are familiar with the Laws of Life essay competition know that at one time we were paper-driven, and you had to send in 3 copies of your essays, and there was a team in the writing unit that had to sort this mountainous pile of essays, and at that time we used to have 3,000 entries. We've gone down a little bit, not too much, because of COVID, etc., but we're rising back up again. But along came an idea from our chair from the Templeton World Charity Foundation, Dr. Tracy Farquharson, of let's go digital. And we preempted the pandemic. We actually went digital. A platform was created. You were able to enter your essay through the platform. Everything was digital, no more copying, so our carbon footprint has improved. We don't have all that paper. We're not using all that ink. And the guru behind that, the brain behind all of that is Dr. Simon Stevens. So I just want you to recognize him. He's been trying to come for the past 3 years, and he made it this year. Please stand, Simon. Thank you so much. Ever so helpful and pleasant, and when we who think we are technically capable, and it's like, Simon, help us through this. And it's always, always a pleasure to work with you. Thank you so much for being able to be here. He came here all the way from North Carolina. That's kind of far. Kind of far. But he's lived here before, so he had sand in his shoes, and he's back again. He's back again. Now we want to recognize, I know every year we have entrance into the competition, and you know that there is a book that you use for reference, and you know that this book was written by a gentleman by the name of Sir John Templeton. And you've heard about the Templeton Foundation, and you see it all around, but you may be asking yourself, who is Sir John Templeton? Who is he? And I think some photos are going to come up on the screen. He was diminutive in stature, but he was a great, great man. He's the patron of this esteemed competition, and we're going to take a brief historical walk. Sir John Marks Templeton was an American born in Winchester, Tennessee in 1912. That seems a long time ago, right? If he was alive today, how old would he have been? 1912, 2024. Students? Adults? Okay, I heard some mathematicians here. 112. He graduated from both Yale and Oxford and went on to become a British investor, so remember that. He was born in Tennessee, went on to become a British investor, banker, fund manager, and philanthropist. Sir John held dual naturalized Bahamian and British citizenship, and he lived in the Bahamas, in Lyford Key, since 1968. That's the year I was born. Sir John was a billionaire who believed in a simple and frugal lifestyle. If you met him, you would never guess it. He never flew first class, never. And he opted not to do that. He passed away in 2008 at Doctors Hospital in Nassau at the age of 95. Sir John was the author of several books, and he had a deep belief in laws of life. He believed that there exists a set of rules which can make our lives more happy and successful if we lived by them. He called these rules the laws of life. Now, not all of these rules were his rules. They were taken from other persons in society, persons ancient in times, and many were taken from the Bible. So John believed that such rules could come from many sources, including the ancient religious texts and scientific inquiry. He often encouraged people to think about their own rules and pioneered the first Laws of Life essay contest to help school-age children think about laws which they wanted to live by. This project was very dear to Sir John, and it began in the Bahamas in the late 1980s. We have sitting with us former Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Elma Garraway, who assisted in the beginning of that first competition back in 1987. Mrs. Garraway, glad to have you with us. And she's been a supporter straight through. The competition thrived in the 1990s, and then somehow it dissipated and was reactivated in 2009 at the request of Sir John's son, the late Dr. Jack Templeton, who along with his wife was present at several award ceremonies held right here. They wouldn't miss it unless they were ill. And we are grateful to the Templeton World Charity Foundation for continuing this and for allowing us to be a part of it. Since 2009, the Bahamas Laws of Life essay competition has been funded annually by TWCF, the Templeton World Charity Foundation, for school-age pupils in grades 5 through 12, and for college students aged 25 and under. Later, we added a video competition. Tonight, we pause as we recognize our patron, the late Sir John Templeton, a visionary in his own right. At this time, we will have remarks by the Templeton World Charity Foundation President, Ms. Tina Cambridge.
Good evening. Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin, Minister of Education and Technical and Vocational Training. Mrs. Lorraine Ambrista, Permanent Secretary. Mrs. Dominique McCartney Russell, Director of Education, and any other ministry officials. Good evening also to our special guests, Mrs. Elma Garraway, Emeritus Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education and retired Laws of Life Committee member, guests from the Lyford Key Foundation, First Trust Bank Limited, and Templeton Religion Trust, One Eleuthera Foundation, and the Pace Foundation, other colleagues from the Templeton World Charity Foundation, teachers, school administrators, parents who support this competition year after year, those watching via social media from around the world, Dr. Simon Stevens, who has finally made it after 7 years of trying to be here in person with us tonight, and most importantly, students. Congratulations on your participation in the 2024 Laws of Life competition. Our ability to celebrate this signature Bahamian event for the Foundation is due in very large part as a result of a wonderful example of collaboration between TWCF and the Ministry of Education. I would like to extend a very special thank you to the organizing committee, Ms. Liesl Wright, Mrs. Ramona Davis Wells, Dr. Charmaine Miller, and Dr. Tracy Farquharson. They remain the heart and soul of the Laws of Life competition, and each year we see and experience ways in which the committee advances the experience both for the students during the competition and for us who gather to celebrate their accomplishments every year. Let me say a further few words about the Templeton World Charity Foundation. We are a global philanthropy started by Sir John Templeton, based in Nassau, Bahamas. We have over 200 plus projects that we're managing in over 50 countries. We focus on how people can use their distinctive strengths to enable others to become better human beings. We remain the world's largest supporter of research on qualities like gratitude and prayer and humility and attention and listening and cooperation and love. Sir John Templeton thought of these qualities and concepts as the laws of life. And most importantly, he believed that these laws motivate the world just as much as the discoveries by scientists or political aims or advancements in technology. This year, the Templeton Philanthropies celebrated the 50th anniversary of the Templeton Prize, which is another prize program which Sir John Templeton founded, and which he felt would have, in his own words, vastly greater benefits by calling attention to a variety of persons who have found new ways to increase humankind's love or understanding of God. His goal? To help the world be inspired by those who uncovered new ideas and new practices related to religion and spirituality. It is evident that Sir John wanted to celebrate progress, and tonight we celebrate Sir John's vision for celebrating progress at another level, right here at home, with our students in the Bahamas at this 15th Laws of Life Prize ceremony. His belief was that these laws of life define what is truly important as we strive to be good stewards and live meaningful and fruitful lives. In a world continuously reeling in the face of global events and news fraught with polarization, statements presented as fact but made from a position of too much information, or conversely, assumptions made on the basis of too little information, the laws of life are what provides the guiding star and the impetus to be centered in reality and truth, to be wise enough to be able to separate fact from fiction, and courageous enough to always be truth-seeking, and to strive to be good human beings. As students, you engage with many platforms like Facebook and WhatsApp and TikTok and even ChatGPT. These advancements in communication and social media can provide much good material and advice. However, they also provide avenues for you to be easily swayed by disinformation and to get caught up in manufactured perceptions and descriptions of falsehoods presented as appealing states of being. And then, there is the balance that the laws of life can provide, which allow you to engage with these platforms from a position of wisdom, having the objectivity, the desire, and the smarts to carefully consider the good and the bad, the real and the false, considering how what is before you can shape you and the world, to choose the true and the good, and to help us be better people and ultimately to shape a better world. It is the laws of life that will help you when you are faced with choosing to help a friend, or respond to a parent, or when considering whether to cheat on an exam, or when you are just faced with any of the difficult decisions that come along life's journey. The overall theme for the 2024 competition was nurturing minds, sustaining lives, the importance of self-care and mental health awareness. This year, one of the topics for the Laws of Life competition in the primary division was, your life becomes what you think. When we consider that we are curious beings and that our minds seek new information, we must also consider that the tools we have that allow us to sift through all of the information, whether good or bad, currently available to us via the various platforms. The laws of life become even more important in helping us to ensure that we are very intentional about embracing what is true, what is right, and what is good. In the junior and senior divisions, one of the topics was, you get back what you give. To quote one of our young writers, the idea of you get back what you give out is about more than just the consequences of your actions. It's about the overall impact you have on yourself and the world around you. Use of the laws of life in this writer's instance were demonstrated as rules which determine how you approach life in general. In the words of a junior division writer, these are the tenets of positive values, the essence of what true humanity means. In the college division, one of the topics was, when you rule your mind, you rule your world. The writer, one of our writers, quoted Buddha, stating, our life is shaped by our mind, for we become what we think. In life, we must instill these pivotal words: resilience, positivity, balance, gratitude, self-compassion, and honesty. And in the video division, the transforming power of positive thought versus negativity and self-doubt was admirably demonstrated in action. We had over 1,700 entries submitted from Grand Bahama, New Providence, Abaco and the Keys, Exuma and the Keys, Eleuthera, Spanish Wells, and Harbor Island, Andros, Acklands, the Berry Islands, and Bimini. Through reading the winning essays, I was encouraged to see and hear young Bahamians with real aspirations to make good choices and positively impact the lives of others. Distinguished guests, judges, teachers, administrators, parents, and students, these essays illustrate the vision of the Templeton World Charity Foundation to inspire us all not just to get by as we traverse the course of life, but to be our very best selves, and in so doing, to encourage and uplift others and to help shape a better world for us all. Thank you all for being here, and we are so very much looking forward to announcing tonight's winners. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cambridge, for those uplifting words. And I want the young people to relax. I said it before, let the shoulders down. Everybody's going to be a winner. Everybody's going to be a winner. Do I need to say it again? Everybody. I don't see the smiles. Is it just me? Smile. Smile. You're beautiful, each one of you. And each of you is a winner. And we are so grateful that you are here tonight to allow us to celebrate you. Right now, we're going to interspersed this evening throughout the program is something new for the award ceremony. The committee has decided that we would video record some of the essays, and you will also begin to see some of the videos that participated in this year's competition. So we want you to sit back as you enjoy the viewing of a few of the videos of video finalists and 2 essay readings, following which we will invite Director of Education, Mrs. Dominique McCartney-Russell, to bring remarks.
Emma, I'm worried. I don't think I'll make it.
Don't think like that. You're capable of so much more than you realize.
Easy for you to say. You're always so positive. Forget it. I know I'm going to fail.
Robert Louis Stevenson says, "Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant." I have seen this law displayed in my grandmother's life. My grandmother's giving never stops, and as a result, she never stops receiving. She has given flowers and assistance to her neighbors as a former registered nurse when persons fell ill or just to be kind. She has helped family members with their problems, giving sacrificially, even when her husband was bedridden with dementia. She even gives to her grandchildren, especially when we get A's in school. Her actions of giving and gaining have become a fundamental principle that affects her life presently and one she hopes will affect her grandchildren's lives in the future.
Sometimes, when we are too hard on ourselves, we just need to take a self-compassion break. Creating your own reality also requires taking action by pursuing your goals and dreams. Embracing challenges can lead to new opportunities. It's all about being open to learning and having resilience. Challenges can push us to achieve things we thought were impossible. Staying aware allows us to make better decisions and connect more deeply with ourselves and others. By taking inspired action, you align yourselves with the opportunities and resources needed to manifest your desired reality. When it comes to staying motivated, it's important to keep your eyes open for those unexpected moments, also known as an epiphany. These sudden realizations can provide a fresh perspective and remind you of your goals.
Kindly permit me to give honor where it's due to Minister Glenys Anna Martin, to PS Ambrister, former PS Garraway, Deputy Director Sinclair, Tina, I remember your name, yes. I also remember Simon and Dr. Farquharson, to all of the committee members, to our parents. I know we have principals and teachers in the room, and I know we have coaches, and of course, to our wonderful children. Good evening. William Butler Yeats said it. He said, "Education is not the filling of a pail, but it's the lighting of a fire." And that's the goal of the Ministry of Education. We want to light the fire for lifelong learning. And when you listen to those children on the video, you could hear they're very observant, and very knowledgeable. And sometimes we take them for granted. And I want to celebrate them tonight. and say that, we are so proud of them. We're proud because we want them to do well in life. We want them to be able to self-actualize. And this competition allows them to do just that. And they are already winners. All of you are finalists in this competition. You have already won. The skills that these students would have honed or would have gained as a result of writing their essays will transcend this competition and will propel them, will assist them throughout their lives, in their personal and professional lives. And that's why I said, you have already won. And so I'm excited to hear from you when you get to be adults. I love the theme of this competition as well. I had an opportunity to listen to, I think, about 18 young people in the Youth in Parliament program. And I think it was about 12 of them. I listened for the themes that came out of their speeches. And at least 12 of them talked about mental health and the need for programs to assist with mental health. And that's something to listen to. I love listening to young people. And so I'm excited to listen to some of your essays and perhaps gain some insight from your vantage point as to what we can do to support you in your mental health journey. But I want to congratulate you. I congratulate your parents. I congratulate your coaches and teachers and principals for, and as she said already, Ms. Wright, we are here to celebrate with you, and we praise God for you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Madam Director. At this time, we're going to call on our Honorable Minister of Education, who I'm sure spoke to each of you almost individually. But at this time, we're going to call on the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin to bring remarks.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I think I'd better adopt the protocol. I think the young lady, Ms. Gibson, did a very good job, and so did the director. She covered everybody. It is my esteemed privilege to be here this evening to celebrate our thoughtful and outstanding students who, through this competition, have been invited to contemplate and articulate in writing this year's theme, Nurturing Minds, Sustaining Lives, the Importance of Self-Care and Mental Health Awareness. This theme is important because it invites deep consideration on the holistic nature of the self, mind, body, and spirit, and the importance of these dimensions to sustaining human life. The theme highlights the complex nature of life. It is more than sustaining the vital signs of physical life, that life has a richer and deeper meaning and comprises other necessary components to sustaining life. For the past 16 years, the Laws of Life Awards competition, based on Sir John Templeton's principles, as you've heard, has challenged thousands of students to contemplate a number of philosophical subject matters and present reasoned compositions. This year's theme brings a focus to attributes, and we've heard, such as resilience, positivity, balance, gratitude, self-compassion, honesty, and honesty. These concepts are timely in a world of uncertainty, where individualism, increased alienation, violence, peer pressure, poverty, climate change, and the pervasive nature of social media, among many other dilemmas, are prevalent in our everyday life. This competition invites the insights of young people, establishes their voice as not only relevant, but critical to national discourse. Parents and stakeholders, I see this program as more than just a competition, but it rather serves as an important platform for our young people. We believe, as Sir John Templeton believed, that each human being, and I quote, has an excellent opportunity to leave the world a better place than we found it through our choice of how we live our lives. This competition invites young people to ponder on what is needed to leave the world a better place than they found it. I congratulate all of this year's finalists and the winners, which will be announced this evening very shortly. I'm advised that this year we saw approximately 1,500 entries from upper primary schools to tertiary institutions and from all over the archipelago, as you've heard. And I celebrate each one of those students and all of those entries, and in particular, this group of outstanding, stellar young people here with us tonight. In this vein, I would be remiss if I did not, though, acknowledge and thank those who have supported and continue to support these young people throughout their academic and personal development. The parents, the teachers, the village, I say to you, and I mean this, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is because, and this is not just a talk, it is because of your full support and your investment in the lives of these young people that we are seeing the incredible outcomes that is being demonstrated in this competition. To the organizers, I thank you for carrying on the vision of this program. I wish to recognize the committee, inclusive of Dr. Tracy Farquharson, Templeton World Charity Foundation, our very own Liesl Wright, the Ministry of Education, Ramona Wells, our very own, and Dr. Charmaine Miller. Your commitment to this cause has been honorable. The Ministry of Education and Technical and Vocational Training is grateful for and values the partnership with the Templeton World Charity Foundation. It is indeed, and tonight we're seeing it, going from strength to strength. Once again, I congratulate this year's participants, and I wish all of you well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Minister, for those words. And indeed, we know that you're honored. We're almost there. We're getting there. We're getting there. At this time, we're going to have, and please bear in mind that these are just 30-second clips of the video. The full videos will be available for viewing on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube page, and you can find them all at Bahamas Laws of Life. That's the title. If you want to find us on Facebook, if you want to find us on YouTube, Bahamas Laws of Life. So these are just 30-second clips, not the full video. So at this time, we'll have another set of videos and readings, following which we will be entertained by Asari Mackey of Queens College High School. And this year, Queens College displayed their talents once more through their Broadway Over Queens. And this year, their performance was Joseph and the Technicolor Coat, and it was well received, excellent performances, and we've asked them to put on one of the performances. We've asked them for one of the solos this evening, and due to the fact that Queens College has always been an avid supporter of this competition, and in honor of the fact that they are both vice principals rather, of the primary school and senior high school are retiring this year. That would be, respectively, Mrs. Sylvia Benaby and Mrs. Sean Turnquest. And they have supported the competition ever since its resurgence. Every year, there have been entries from those schools, and we are grateful to them, and we just wanted to show our appreciation through one of their students performing this evening. So Asari will follow the presentation of the video recordings.
you ever wonder why so many people always get what they want? It's often not luck or coincidence, but rather the power of their thoughts. Picture your mind as a magnet, attracting circumstances that mirror the thoughts it holds. This is the concept of thoughts influencing reality.
You get back what you give out. It's all about the idea that energy and effort you put into someone will often come back to you someday. It's like saying, what goes around comes around. It's all about the energy and vibes we put into the world. When we spread positivity, kindness, and love, it tends to come back to us in different ways. On the other hand, if we give out negativity, judgment, and hate, that's what we would attract into our lives. In life, when you treat others with kindness, respect, and generosity, it often leads to positive outcomes. When you give love, you often receive love in return. When we support and help others, they tend to do the same for us. This can create a cycle of positivity and good vibes. Think about it. When you are kind and compassionate towards someone, it can brighten their day and make them feel good. And when they feel good, they are more likely to pass on that positive energy to others. It's like a chain reaction of goodness. Not only does giving out positive energy impact our lives with others, but it also has a profound effect on our well-being. When we choose to be kind, compassionate, and understanding, it doesn't only make others feel good, but it also boosts our new happiness and satisfaction. It's like a win-win situation. Think about it this way. Have you ever noticed how when you smile at someone, they usually smile back? It's like a ripple effect of happiness. When we give out positive energy, it has a way of spreading and influencing others. It's contagious. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate positivity, and they're more likely to want to be around them.
You may ask, why is it important to be nice to people? Well, if someone's having a bad day, compliment them. They will feel much better. It also makes the world a happier place. One act of kindness can eventually lead to more. Acts of friendliness can boost the way they think, build confidence, and spread happiness and optimism. And a deeper meaning of kindness is being selfless, caring, and compassionate. Does kindness return if you spread it? Yes. The more kindness you give, the more you get in return. Individuals who put more effort into being kind each day report much higher levels of happiness in their lives, and it doesn't matter who you're kind to. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 32 states, "Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as Christ forgave you." This verse challenges us to be kind and forgive others, regardless of how other people treat us.
Good evening, all. Joseph was taken to Egypt in chains and sold, where he was bought by a captain named Potiphar. Potiphar had very few cares. He was one of Egypt's millionaires, having made a fortune buying shares in
pyramids.
Potiphar had made a huge pile, earned a large percentage Joseph was an unimportant slave who found he liked his master, consequently worked much harder, even with devotion. Potiphar could see that Joseph was a cut above the average, made him leader of his household, maximum promotion. Potiphar was cool and so fine,
but my wife would never toe the line.
It's all there in chapter 39 of Genesis.
Don't believe everything you read, dear.
She was beautiful but evil, sought a lot of men against his will. He would have to tell her that she still was his.
You're mine.
Joseph's looks and handsome figure had attracted her attention. Every morning she would beckon, "Come and lie with me, love." Joseph wanted to resist her till one day she proved too eager. Joseph cried in vain,
"Please stop, I don't believe in free love." Hit it.
Potiphar was counting shekels in his den below the bedroom when he heard a mighty rumpus clattering above him. Suddenly he knew his riches couldn't buy him what he wanted. Gold could never make him happy if she didn't love him.
See you rot in jail. The things you have done are beyond a thought.
Poor, poor Joseph, locked up in a cell. Things ain't going well, hey, locked up in a cell. Poor, poor Joseph, locked up in a cell. Things ain't going well, hey, locked up in a cell. Locked up in a cell.
Thank you so much, Asari. Wonderful job. And you know, Asari's solo was out of context because you didn't see all of the other actions. I did. I enjoyed the play. But if you know the story from Genesis, you know the story of Joseph, you know the story of Potiphar, and if you don't know it, I'm encouraging you to go and read it, because Joseph's life, as we know, exemplified the same ethics and laws of life that we are trying to get our students and our nation to emulate. Thank you so much, Asari. Wonderful job. Well, we've come to the time of the competition that you all love. And I know the seats they're comfortable, so you're not really on the edge. I see some people giving a, okay? But as everyone knows, each year, the Laws of Life essay competition takes place. We begin in November. We usually try to launch on November 29th or very near to it, because that is Sir John Templeton's birth date. And the competition lasts until the end of January. Then your essays are submitted, and they go through a rigorous process. Every time I get up here, I tell you about the rigor of the competition. But we have an entire group of markers, and these are esteemed markers who mark for our national exams, public and private school teachers. And each essay is marked, graded by 2 markers. Then, the top essays in each division are then sent forward to our esteemed group of judges. And we don't tell you their names because we don't want you going and looking them up, etc. One of the things that we pride ourselves on in this competition is the anonymity of the competition, in that when your essays come in, they're assigned a number. Thank you to Simon and his platform that he created for us, so we don't have to assign the numbers anymore. Back in the days, it was only the writing unit that knew who you were. Nowadays, it's only a few of us. And at this time, I want to mention, this is off topic, but a former member of the writing unit, she still looks young and sprightly, but she retired several years ago, and she was one of the 3 of us in the team. Unfortunately, one person, Anna Maria Smith, passed away. But I want to recognize Mrs. Linda Colley. I know she's going to talk to me about it later, but she's deserving of being recognized. But when your essays are forwarded to the judges, only the top scoring essays in each division are forwarded to the judges. Each essay forwarded must have achieved at least 190%. Mind you, some are all the way to 100. Some essays did get 100%, okay? And they are forwarded to our esteemed group of judges, and then out of that, and as you heard, it was between 1,500, about 1,700 essays actually, that entered this competition and videos. And represented here on my right-hand side, because you all know I'm a little on my right-hand side, are the creme de la creme of those essays. So, seated here, in all of their splendor and all of the different uniforms and all of the different schools are the essays that scored the top scores in the Bahamas. And what I want to let you know as I do each year, sometimes the difference between the winner and the 2nd place or the 6th place or even those in honorable mention are mere tenths of a point. In fact, this year we have several ties that we don't break, we just honor you for the score that you achieved. And we just want to let you know that we have to choose a winner has to be selected, and someone has to come out on top. But as was said through all of the persons that addressed you tonight, you are all winners because you are sitting here as the top scorers in this entire country. And for that, you should be honored that you are here. So before we go to present, we're going to intersperse with another set of videos and essay readings, and then we will have the college winners.
I know you grew up seeing your mom and dad fight a lot and your mom get beat, but this doesn't have to be your life. That's all I know. Do you want to change your circumstance? Yes, but I don't know how. Well, somebody told me that thoughts crystallize into habits and habits solidify into circumstance. So if you want to change your circumstance, you gotta start off with positive thoughts, beautiful thoughts. You're great, you deserve love, you're worthy of love.
When you rule your mind, you rule your world. It's a call to action. Growing up in a broken home, even though I was loved by many, made me realize that I have to work for what I want to achieve despite maturing early in the process. I've always had the goal to become a teacher to make a significant impact in my future students' life. I had to instill positive thoughts in my mind to diminish the negative thoughts. Through this process, I've experienced resilience, self-compassion, gratitude, honesty, self-care, and balance.
We all encounter trials and tribulations in our lives that seem insurmountable. These curveballs distort our view of life, which throws it out of focus, sometimes leaving us feeling lost and empty. As a result, we develop negative emotions that tend to drag us down, with the world completely weighing on our shoulders. However, it is up to us to regain our balance and focus.
At this time, I'm going to call on Dr. Simon Stevens to assist us in the presentation. I know that's off guard. Simon looked at me like, really? We're going to call on you to just present. You're just going to present them with their, you don't have to talk. You just have to come on stage and present them. Thank you, Simon. So he's going to assist us in presenting our college finalists. We're going to begin with those who are receiving honorable mention. Receiving honorable mention in the college division, we have Carice Branch of the University of the Bahamas. Tamia Hamilton of the University of the Bahamas. And Dacel La Pastora of the University of the Bahamas. In third place in the college division, we have Anthony Coakley of the University of the Bahamas, receiving a $600 prize. In second place in the college division, receiving a prize of $800, is Jade Miller of the University of the Bahamas. And receiving the first prize in the college division of, a cash prize of $1,700 is Alrika Newbold of the University of the Bahamas. And we were very happy, those of us sitting in the front row, to hear Alrika say she's going to be a teacher. Called this afternoon to say, I think she wrote yesterday to say, first she said she's not going to be here, then yesterday she wrote, she said, Miss Wright, I'm coming, I'm on the flight from Long Island, so thank you for coming. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Simon. So we will now have another set of video and essay readings.
Okay, everyone, here is your class grade. You all did very well once again. I'm very proud of you all.
Hey, what's wrong? Nothing.
Are you sure?
I said I'm fine.
Hey, Riley, Amy, what's going on back there?
She's showing off her grades.
Riley, you know in this classroom we do not make anyone feel bad about ourselves. Please go outside.
But fine. fine.
Each morning when I wake up, I choose to feed my mind with the most positive thoughts while adding the right amount of sunshine to my mental garden and nurturing the potential for a day filled with happiness. Positive thoughts are like rays of sunlight that cast a warm and radiant glow, lighting the path to a bright, fulfilling life. Whether it's acing a math test or making new friends, I've learned that envisioning success is the first step to achieving it. When I believe in myself and focus on the possibilities, my path starts to reflect those optimistic visions.
When we treat others with respect and goodwill, it not only brightens their day but also has a way of coming back to us. The way I give back kindness is by lending a listening ear, helping when I can, and offering words of encouragement, as I always find myself content and enthusiastic after. It's as if the universe rewards us for our positive actions by bringing more positivity into our lives. On one occasion, I was opening the door for everyone who went inside. Though I didn't mind, my time to get to class was running out. As the last person came in, they thanked me and gave recognition to what I did. It felt rewarding and satisfying. Now, I try to do as many thoughtful actions that can affect someone positively.
So now we move into the primary division, and we'll begin with the honorable mentions, and as I call your name, you can proceed to come up. Receiving honorable mention in the, oh, I am so sorry. So we need some assistance with the presenting, and we're going to ask Permanent Secretary Lorraine Armbruster to assist us with presenting the primary recipients. Thank you. Receiving honorable mention in the primary division is Timothy Morley, Tarpon Bay Primary School. I don't think he may not be present. Timothy is not here, but I'm hoping that he's watching. So we're going to move on to our next person, Colin Bowe of Kingsway Academy. Brooklyn Stubbs, St. John's College. Dylan Gordon, St. Anne's Primary School. Temperance Thurston, Kingsway Academy. Amaya Lopez, Kingsway Academy. Elizabeth Gibson, Temple Christian Elementary. Shania Dean Hugh Campbell Primary, who also received the top score in Family Island for Grand Bahama. Shania is not with us this evening, but I'm certain she's watching online. Sharnae Wims, Sadie Curtis Primary. Reginique Burrows, Thelma Gibson Primary. Amber Sky Stirrup, Queens College. Ralph Poe III, Summit Academy. Felicia Pickstock, Kingsway Academy. Stephen Newbold, Kingsway Academy. Taraj Cox, Kingsway Academy. The following students, I'm not certain that they are present, but they have received the top scoring essays in their family islands. Evan Mills of Central Abaco Primary School. Brianna Brown of Snug Corner Primary, Acklands. And Kaylin Coakley of Reverend Youthful Rogers Primary in Andros. And they are from their islands and also districts. Now we move on to from 6th place to 1st place in the primary division. In 6th place, we have Gabriel Oliver of the Focus program. And Gabriel receives a cash prize of $100. In 5th place, we have Devonique Bain of Queens College. Devonique receives a cash prize of $150. Tied for 4th place in the primary division, we have Kennedy Aubrey of Summit Academy and Donovan Davis of Tarpon Bay, also the top scorer for Eleuthera. They both receive cash prizes of $200. In 3rd place in the primary division, we have Alexis Knowles of Palmdale Primary. Alexis receives a cash prize of $300. I love that big, bright smile. In second place in the primary division, we have Valencia Anthony of Summit Academy with a cash prize of $400. And the first place winner in the primary division, receiving a cash prize of $500 and a $1,000 scholarship prize, as well as $1,000 for the winning school, is Jasleen Thompson of E.P. Roberts Primary School. Someone from E.P. Roberts Primary if they're here. Thank you so much. Well done, Jasleen. Thank you so much. We're now going to call on Mrs. Tina Cambridge to assist us with the junior division. Once again, we'll begin with the honorable mentions. Aisha Rose of Aquinas College. Just briefly, an announcement. The hotel is asking for individuals who are parked on the western side of the building to please remove your cars. Persons parked on the western side of the building. I'm thinking that's not in the parking lot. Yes. Anthony Pettican, Journeys International. Sierra Barrow of Sunland Baptist Academy, and she's also the top scorer in Grand Bahama. I don't think she's here. Delphina Thompson of Kingsway Academy. Delphina's not feeling well this evening, so this is her mom accepting on her behalf. Kamani Farrington, Mary Starr of the Sea Catholic Academy. Rachel Kelly, St. John's College. Milan Knowles, Queens College. Takashi Seymour, St. Augustine's College. Alyssa Ferguson, Queens College. Omarion Roll, D.W. Davis Junior High School. Zakia Rackley, Aquinas College. Okay, she's okay. Abigail Johnson, CHB's Junior High. Caitlin Smith, Aquinas College. The following students, I don't know if they are present, but they are receiving top scores in the Family Islands. We have Shivazio Turnquest, and this is his second year achieving this, R.N. Gomez Comprehensive School in the Berry Islands. O'Neill Larry, Patrick J. Bethel High School, Abaco. Charity Knowles, Central Eleuthera High School, Eleuthera. And Mariah Hall, Louise MacDonald High School in Bimini. Please give our junior division honorable mentions another round of applause. In the junior division, there was a three-way tie for sixth place. Three. Each of them receives $150. We have Tayden Culmer of Kingsway Academy, Ariana Miller of Queens College, and Virginia Miller of C.H. Reeves Junior High School. We know these things happen. So we're going to give our photographer 1 minute. Then we had in the junior division a two-way tie for 5th place. Omari Roll of Aquinas College and Evan Sanders of the Exuma Christian Academy. They each receive a cash prize of $200. And representing Evan, I think this is the principal of Exuma Christian Academy, Mrs. Burrows. Then in the junior division, we had a two-way tie for 4th place. So this junior division was kind of special this year. So in 4th place, we have Chloe Sawyer of Queens College and Cassidy Burrows of the Exuma Christian Academy, who is also the top scorer in the Family Islands for Exuma. They both receive a cash prize of $300. In 3rd place in the junior division, we have Kenley Knowles of Kingsway Academy, receiving a cash prize of $400. I did say the junior division was rather special. We have a two-way tie for 2nd place. We have Alyssa Pratt of Queens College receiving a cash prize of $500. Two-way tie, so a little. Alyssa Pratt was also our winner. Alyssa, what year was that? In 2021, she was our primary winner. She was at Kingsway Academy at that time. So as I always say, it pays to continue entering. So we have a lot of repeat winners. And also sharing the 2nd place, we have Naza Charles of Aquinas College. Top honors in the junior division, a cash prize of $600 as well as $1,000 towards scholarship is Ethan Farquharson of Queens College. And a representative from Queens College to receive the $1,000 prize for the school, please. Thank you so much. Thank you, yes. At this time, we'll take a little break where we will have some more viewing of our videos and essay readings.
every day I just come on this court and do the same thing. And I still underperforming. I just wish I was like my teammates, you know, taller, faster, stronger. Shoots, maybe if I was, I'd actually be able to go D1.
Hold on. You think you can't make D1 because you ain't big enough?
Well, what else would it be?
John, you's a smart boy, right? And you know about David and Goliath. Goliath was as big as a house. And David, he was a little man. But who came out on top? David did. Little man David was doing big things. He didn't care about Goliath's size. It was his mindset.
Mindset?
His mindset.
Maxime Legace penned, "We will know peace the day we truly know ourselves. For when we understand who we are and value ourselves, we will approach our challenges differently from a place of peace." I suffered the great loss of many loved ones in a short period, and I looked to others and things to find peace, but it did not happen. Not until later, when I changed my thinking and view, focusing on the lovely moments we shared rather than the loss, did I find peace. It is not found in anything else but yourself. As a student, there have been rough, busy, tiresome, and stressful days. I had moments where it would get to me, but after some time I began to realize that things will happen and may not go as planned, but I will get through it. Things became better as I discovered a sense of peace from within myself. President John F. Kennedy once stated, "Peace is a daily, a weekly, a monthly process, gradually changing positions, slowly eroding all barriers, quietly building new structures. This means that we are ever evolving and our peace is ongoing." According to Sir John Templeton in his Laws of Life, we have a choice. We can live in the past and be miserable, or we can pick ourselves up and move ahead in life.
It is my personal belief that a person's most beautiful possessions reside within them. They are the traits that the eyes cannot see, but the heart can feel. 1 Samuel 16 verse 7 says, "Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." Although we often pretend to be something we are not, the true intentions of our hearts always reveal themselves.
So now we are into the senior division. We're getting there. Receiving honorable mention in the senior division, we have Elise Halbert of the Journeys International. I forgot. We're going to call on Director Dominique McCartney Russell, to assist us with the presentation of these gifts. Diana Lewis, C.R. Walker Senior High School. Ronan Stewart, Genesis Academy. Rhea Farquharson, Aquinas College. Shemaiah Roll, Queens College. Anton Lowe, Sunland Baptist Academy in Grand Bahama. Lauren Roberts, Queens College. C. Ray Saunders, Kingsway Academy. Thank you. To Lisa Johnson, C.V. Bethel Senior High School. Lamar Williams, Aquinas College. Lauren Cartwright, Queens College. In sixth place in the senior division, we have Jeremy Nairn of Aquinas College receiving a cash award of $200. The senior division, like our junior division, had some ties as well. In fifth place, tied for fifth place, we have Kylie Knowles of Aquinas College receiving $300. And Tamar Ambrista of Aquinas College receiving $300. Now you can smile. Tied for fourth place in the senior division, we have Savannah Cartwright of Kingsway Academy receiving a cash award of $400. And also Jael Taylor of Kingsway Academy receiving a cash prize of $400. Did I say it right? It's Jael? J-L, J-L, J-L. In third place in the senior division, we have Danielle Wood of Sunland Baptist Academy and the top scorer in the Family Island for Grand Bahama with a cash prize of $500. In second place in the senior division, we have Laurel Paul of Aquinas College with a cash prize of $600. And receiving top honors in the senior division with a cash prize of $700, a scholarship prize of $1,000, and $1,000 for the winning school, we have Zakia Moss of R.M. Bailey Senior High School. Call on a representative of R.M. Bailey Senior High. And I'll just let out a little secret. As we recorded the students a few weeks ago, the teacher, Miss Glendina Woodside, said to me, she said, you know, Zakia is a student that just transferred into Nassau from Inagua All-Age School. And she was a little bit hesitant to enter the competition, and here it is now. She is the first prize winner. Congratulations to you. At this time, we're going to call on Honorable Minister to present the video division. Honorable mentions in the video division go, and I should make it clear that the video division is open to individual entries as well as group entries. And it goes to a group of students from Aquinas College. They receive a cash prize of $300. Candace Bodie, Ariel Swan, Ava Nixon, and Narissa Thompson. Receiving honorable mention in the video division is another duo from Aquinas College, and one of these persons is a repeat winner who has entered this competition from 7th grade all the way to 12th grade, graduating this year. She was our winner last year in the senior division, Kaden Moss Moutry and Kiana Burrows. Last year, Kaden asked me, Miss Wright, so I could enter the video competition, right? I said, of course you can. And here she is as an honorable mention winner. And receiving an honorable mention in the video division is Taisha Johnson of St. Anne's School. third place in the video division is another duo from Aquinas College, receiving a cash prize of $600, Lester Arnett and Lamar Williams. In second place in the video division, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this might have been her third time entering, is Aretha Kalma of the Central Eleuthera High School, receiving a cash prize of $800. Winner in the video division, and the school receives the Minister's Cup, which is why the Honorable Glennis Hannah Martin is here to present, is Gianna Scavella of Queens College, receiving a cash prize of $1,000, and a representative from Queens College to receive the school's award of $1,000 as well. Gianna, I understand you have to share that with a little brother, right? So you figure out how much he gets, okay? All right, but great job. As you can see from the videos that you've seen, the little clips of, our students are extremely talented, not only with their writing, but also with their video skills. Their production skills are awesome. And we are elated that all of the prizes have gone to the students except one. We have one coming up. But now we want to let you know that we don't only give the students. You saw that we gave the winning school. We also give the winning teachers. We also give the school that had the most finalists. And so there's some more awards to be given. But at this time, we want to recognize some of our schools who have supported consistently over the years. We think of Queens College, say yay. Aquinas College. Kingsway Academy. Lyford Key International, St. Augustine's College, St. Andrew's School, St. John's College, St. Anne's School, C.H. Reeves Junior High School, R.M. Bailey Senior High School, Doris Johnson Senior High School, Thelma Gibson Primary School, Columbus Primary School, Sadie Curtis Primary School, Genesis Academy, Temple Christian School, Bishop Michael Eldon School in Grand Bahama, Mary Star of the Sea Catholic Academy, and St. Paul's Methodist and Sunland Baptist in Grand Bahama. So now we go on to the school with the most finalists in the primary division. If we can have a representative of Kingsway Academy, they receive a cash prize of $500. In the junior division, the school with the most finalists is Queens College, receiving a cash prize of $500. And in the senior division, the school with the most finalists is Aquinas College, receiving a cash prize of $500. And not only do we recognize the schools, but we also recognize teachers who have consistently supported this competition with multiple finalists over the years. We think of Doreen Bailey, Pauline Bain, LaDawn Thompson, Jacqueline Hilton, Celia Hoare, Shellen Wint, Nicola Weish. We have our very own Marcel Gibson, Halnika Bodie, Demetria Smith. We want to recognize those teachers. So the teachers with the most finalists in the primary division, receiving a cash prize of $500, we have Nicola Weish of Summit Academy and Priska Farrington. In the junior division, we have Anishka Reed of Aquinas College. And in the senior division, repeating for many, many years, we have Miss Pauline Bain of Aquinas College. At this time, we're going to call on the minister. Each year, the student who achieves the highest scoring essay receives the overall prize. A few years ago, we decided to do away with the floating trophy, so this trophy remains with the school, and it's the Sir John Templeton Memorial Trophy. This trophy goes to Ethan Farquharson of Queens College. Our evening to an end. Yes, Ovi also wants some more prizes. I'll talk to Dr. Farquharson and Miss Cambridge later. We'll see what we could work out. But at this time, we have some floral arrangements that we wish to give to some of our honored and distinguished guests. At this time, we want to make a presentation to the minister. So we're going to call on our boys to come and make the presentation. Next, we're going to call on Permanent Secretary Lorraine Armbruster. Director Dominique McCartney Russell. Deputy Director Charmaine Sinclair. Former Permanent Secretary and Laws of Life Committee member emeritus, Mrs. Elma Garraway, my former lecturer at the university. Well, it was College of the Bahamas back then. Well, I guess most of us who are teachers. She's gonna fuss me afterwards, but this one is going to Mrs. Linda Colley, our former committee member. And we're going to call on Miss Tina Cambridge, President of the Templeton World Charity Foundation, for the final bouquet of flowers. Okay, I saw it. Thank you so much. Well, for 2024, we've come to the end of our presentations of our award ceremony, and we just want to extend our thank yous to all who have participated. We want to give a special thanks to our production team, Movi Productions, who always do an outstanding job. Come on, let's give them a round of applause. We want to thank you, our audience. We didn't keep you very long, and we do have some food for you, so we were giving you some nutrition for it, some sustenance. So we want to thank you for that. We just want to give some instructions before we break. Our students will be led into the reception area. They will follow our distinguished guests, and then the audience can proceed afterwards. So the reception area is immediately next door, okay? So we thank you so much for coming. We look forward to seeing you next year, students who are still eligible. Remember, if you came first, you cannot participate in that division. But if you came second or anything else, you're welcome to repeat your entry. If you are entering the University of the Bahamas, you can participate in the college division. Unfortunately, that's not open if you're going abroad. But we look forward to your participation. 10 through 12, you can participate in the video competition as well. And as you saw tonight, you can enter video and essay. So take your chances, and let's see what happens at the end. But we want to thank you for your efforts. We want to thank you for coming out, and we look forward to seeing you next year, those who are willing to participate. Have a wonderful evening, and may you be blessed.